Peace. Acquire Kano. Where the hell is Kano? Kano. Oh, they want to take this area? Fuck no. I'm not going to give this up. Are you kidding me? This is big. Is it really going that bad? Is it seriously and honestly going so terribly? I'm at war exhaustion 74%. What the hell? 74%. War exhaustion. Will I really lose this? You know what? If we refuse this offer, we will suffer the following. +1 militancy, +5% war exhaustion. Fuck it hell. Take it then. Take the area. Just get me out of that war. I was not prepared for Africa, clearly. I was not prepared for this at all. Clearly. Oh, this is not good for Ottoman prestige to lose such a war. I mean, honestly, I must have how should I call it? Underestimated the resistance I was going to face. I was counting too much on Germany, and the second war I should in all honesty, words right now. I should in all honesty, fucking hell, all honesty, not have joined that war. There we go. It was not that hard. And I'm expecting any, rebellions any minute now. Any minute. Economy is doing bad. Everything is just going bad at the moment. Africa, okay, so let's do 2 armies. 8 and then Hussar. And then let's add 2 engineers. And let's say 2 infantry. So I will have armies of 36,000 men going forward instead of the regular ones of a bit lower than that. So that would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 2, 8. Okay, there we go. That should be going well. Rebuilding the armies after all the losses. I think I need to kickstart my economy. Japanese wants an alliance, or why not? I do need a lot of allies. Hopefully not Germany won't be affected by this and decide to stop being allied with me. And honestly, I can get low healthcare. What is campaign for free press? I cannot do that. Common school movement is another cause. But low healthcare sounds like a good plan. Though, unfortunately, that requires the higher demand on bureaucrats, and I do have enough bureaucrats. I do. That's good. I just need to lower the war exhaustion, even though it's increasing now, considering a lot of my territory is still occupied. Let's take that out. Germans have come to help liberate our country and invade Hungary. A just cause, one might say. And now at least I can increase the speed a bit. And send back my armies to recuperate. This army has seen a lot of losses, so I will disband it. This army has also seen a lot of losses, and this army is so heavily damaged that there's no point in having it left. Oh! There was a battle in Erzurum and I destroyed 48,000 Russians. Perfect. I think all this infrastructure here is making it extra easy to transport myself to territory. And I will just stand there until the war is over. Because I'm not going to launch an invasion on Russian soil. The Germans are doing that very well on their own. And Sweden made a poor choice being at war with Germany. And I also don't think that I can make any kinds of demands that Germany would adhere to. I do not actually think I can make any demands at all. No, the war is not going well enough for my sake then. I don't think I can even do that towards Hungary, even though I destroyed Hungary's entire armies. So, you know what, I'm not going to demand anything, because I can't. And send the armies back here. The whole Balkans is mobilizing for being new armies. How much more can I can accumulate a bit more. And you should do fairly good. These armies though will take forever to build. For a variety of reasons. They're not really getting everything they need. Canned food, for example, is scarce. Militant socialists finally popped up. Honestly though, they are not that big of a threat. So I can just put a few armies on doing that and it should be fine. Hopefully no one will be recruited during this time. But I doubt it. So now with the territory unsieged or unoccupied, finally war exhaustion should be dropping a bit. Yeah, and there's peace in our time. The war is over. What happened in the war? Did I not get any notification of what happened? Okay, Germany took Lithuania. That happened. And what else happened? The Russians may have consumed Kashgaria. That might be a thing that happened. Nothing really else. I don't think. I think Germany got all of the demands through on their part. The economy is still going to hell. But at least now, soon, there's a new year. 1900 exactly is upon us. So bolt action rifles, or maybe military directionism for the gas attack. Military directionism it is. I've had a bit of trouble speaking today for some reason. But at least now the armies are being built. They're being recruited. They can replace the current standing armies that have been decimated by this war. And honestly, I need to reform the military to be a bit more prepared, I suppose, for a war that is upon them. And I think it's high time to increase my industrial sector by increasing the amount of craftsmen that are produced in the primary regions. Thessalia. I'm almost surprised to see how many people live in Thessalia at this time. I thought that, and you know, at least some more regions in Turkey proper or Anatolia would be more populous. But Thessalia apparently has a lot of people. And a surprising amount of Turks. The third wave, so fascists have arrived now in the world. Thanks to Denmark. Thank you, Denmark. You're very kind. Giving us fascism and stuff. And what is this? British Bundelkhand has expanded, I believe. At least they're together with Orissa have cut a swath here. They're still under British, you know, rule. But somehow they have managed to get more land from the British. Not clear how, but I want to help them become independent at some point. Maybe create India itself. Okay, so they have no desire for anything. Maybe I will do the school movement. Maybe transportation. Trinket pensions, basic school system. Sure, why not? That we should calm down the socialist a bit. At least hopefully. Yep. Socialists have been calmed down. Which is very good. Bolt action rifles now. I like that it says also changes unit appearance. Combat width -5%. Or 5. -5. which is good. These armies also need to be moved. Yeah, they are scattering in the various places. Where are all the armies in Africa, though? I did have another one here in Lado. Or maybe they are the ones being built afterwards. It seems that way. Gallipoli. Gathering resources. Canned food. I also need a few canned food factories on my own. Also, I am aware of that you can do the whole... referring to my communist speech before, whatever to call it. I'm aware you can encourage various industries here, but kind of like add this completely and, you know, they will actually only build that kind of stuff in a region for 5 years, and then you can kind of change it afterwards. But being like hard built, that they get money from you, they build those industries themselves, because like the function is already established here. It's more like, instead of encourage, it would be like 5-year plan, consumer goods. That would be great. That would be amazing. Armies here built, and these ones will be a bit more rounded up. They will have a bit more support from the engineers. The engineers will help siege a bit better. And the engineers will help cross areas a bit better, you know. I think maybe it's in Hearts of Iron 3. I'm not certain. But I think crossing rivers and crossings and stuff like that will, you know, the engineers will help out in lowering the damage taken. Alexandria Infantry, I think you're supposed to be over here in Lado, in all fairness. You're accidentally going to the wrong place. With 2 armies built, I think I can scrap, for example, this one. Then I can rebuild it afterwards. So how many soldiers can I build right now in Europe? Near East, Turkish. I can do quite a bit in the Near East, actually. I could probably do another army here in the Near East. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've lost track. Okay, let's start over later on. Near East. Okay, I will do it after the current wave of soldiers have been built. I really do want Ethiopia at some point. But yeah, oh yeah, I recall now Greece. Decrease opinion of the United Kingdom. So if I do that for everyone, and they're currently only protected by me, they have no other allies, they have nothing else, I can do, you know, justify war, and then declare war on them after I remove from sphere. So decrease opinion of the United Kingdom further, and I have to do the same with France. But that is fine. We'll do the same with France after a bit. Oh, what do they look like now? Pretty much the same. A slight update. Indirect artillery fire, army NCO training. My armies needs to be top-notch, since I can't field my whole entire capacity due to economic constraints. At least now the factories should be building. Yeah, build fabric factory. Maybe I should add these sort of demands, like build in phrase, for example, focus on war, encourage armaments industry. Increase armament industry in Thessalia, armament, and Hudavendigar, armament. Then in Bosnia, no, maybe not Bosnia, but in Albania, we'll focus on electrical industry, or maybe automotive industry. Automotive industry, there we go. That should be doing just fine. New Zealand has not gained independence yet, neither has Africa. And now Hungary wants to let me get through here. Acquire Croatia from Austria on, I'm guessing, Hungary. I like that Austria is now taking the opportunity to attack the, I should call it the corpse that is Hungary. Thing that is left. I gotta love though that the Banat Republic is still alive due to German protection. That is quite extraordinary. Okay, so decrease opinion of France. The only problem is that I have to decrease everything like this, then I have to justify a war, and then I will have to declare a war. All the while there can be no one else gaining any opinion here that will reach them to okay, so the decrease opinion of France, there we go. Show great powers. Show war. Oh my. I mean, the world is thirsting for war. Apparently. These are the post-World War wars. Because there were quite a lot of post-World War wars. Because no one remembers them too much. Like the whole Greece war against Turkey, actually. And the Turkish kind of fight for becoming Turkey as it is, well, as it has been for the past like 100 years or so. No one really remembers them. They're not really focused on history classes. It's just like, oh, the World War I happened, and then World War II happened, and then there was the Cold War that happened, and a few other things. Okay, public illumination. Apparently it has worked so far with the focus on explosives and things like that. And I should probably help out here by doing this for them. Public illumination here is already done. Railroad, however, is not. Because it seems like the capitalists are just moving and going through the entire country piece by piece. And I will do it for them this time, so maybe they will focus on something else. Factories, for example. That would be great. Focus on factories. This is the least fun part of this game.